Hi everyone, welcome back to Romancing the Sunday. Welcome to our third episode of Romancing the Sunday. Today we are talking about The Heir and The Spare by Kate Stradling.
And for all of you out there, this is a no spice romance, so it is for those that like or prefer that.
I can enjoy no spice, but then right after I read it, I have to read something with spice. I go like a teeter-totter.
Where we're going for our next book.
Our next review will be Off Campus, which is very spicy, so I'm looking forward to reading that. So yeah, please subscribe so you don't miss it. I'm a very picky reader, and I highly recommend The Heir and The Spare. I thought this was brilliantly written. Yeah, 10 out of 10, because as I was reading it, I didn't have any moments where I was like, oh, come on, an editor needed to fix this. There's so many times when I'm reading when I have like, why didn't an editor fix this moment? And I don't think happened once. Please get your copy of The Heir and The Spare. It's definitely worth it. And
I'll say, this is the book actually got recommended by a friend at work. I read it, and then I loved it, so recommended to you. So it's the power of recommendation, folks, in reading. Isis and I are both indie authors as well, so you really can't beat it when somebody reads your book and likes it and then speaks about it. And I mean, that's how you got 3 new fans for us of her work, was just by somebody reading it and passing it along. It is one, truly from beginning to end, will keep you intrigued. You'll enjoy it, and it's got something for everyone. Royalty, danger, slow burn, you name it. It's a great read.
Really is. Absolutely. I 5 stars, 10 out of 10. I can't remember the last time I liked a book this much. This is a fantasy novel about 2 sisters, 2 princesses. One is our main character, Princess Iona. And then her sister is Lyson. So why don't we just call her Princess Lice? Because she's such a bitch. Like head lice.
Princess Lice.
The book is basically about what it means to step out of the shadow and come into your own power. This book really depicts royal life in a horrific manner. This is not a Disney princess style depiction of kings and queens and princesses. The royal family in this book, really, the value is, it doesn't matter what our values are. It doesn't matter how we treat each other. It doesn't matter what kind of people we are, what kind of morals we have, what kind of choices we make. That doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is how we're perceived by others, and being perceived as like a good, noble ruler. And they're doing absolute horrible things, not just to the servants and the people, all of their subjects, but they're actually toxic towards each other too. And the psychopath sister, Lyson, is obsessed with her appearance and being beautiful all the time and looking flawless, but underneath that, she is such a toxic, horrible psychopath. And so, yeah, a really dark depiction of monarchy.
Yeah, she's like a Jekyll and Hyde, right? Like, she presents one face to her people and everyone else, but yet to her true inner circle, you see the evil individual that she is, that she's just all about herself and what happens for her. She truly doesn't care about anyone else but her own self.
Yes, which is, the exact qualities you want in a ruler.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah, and their father is an absolute toxic psychopath himself. And the queen, the mother, is an enabler of abuse too. They've both been excusing head lice's actions for years. As it goes on, the horrible relationship between the 2 sisters turns out to be a mirrored reflection of what happened during the father's generation with him and his brother. And so it just depicts this, like, the father was horrible to his brother, who was the spare, and he was the heir, and then, like, they have 2 children, and it's the same exact repeated family toxic dynamic. So this book really makes you concerned about the main characters' well-being and safety, which is odd. Usually when you read a book and you get instantaneously concerned, usually it's a poor character who has nothing, but this is a princess. She comes from a royal family. She's surrounded by luxury. She has servants, and yet she's still in this perilous, toxic, dangerous day-to-day life, and I thought the writer handled that really well.
It didn't start off right away where she is, maybe it's a good segue into the love interest, right, of Prince Jovian. Typically you expect, he's going to be this handsome guy that, you just fawn after, and it's a slow burn. But what I really love that she did about this book is that he wasn't the nice, prince that you see in a Disney movie and you're instantly in love and you want to follow the whole journey through. Like, he's a little bit of a jerk in the beginning too, where he has a really nice redemption arc that I love with it. So I think she did a really awesome job with that too.
Yeah, he was the main character's bully when they were in school, when they were much younger, and of course now they're adults. his country falling apart and watching his parents really struggle to hold it together and having to go into an arranged marriage to save his country, I think really showed some, even though we didn't get to see it, wasn't from his point of view, and we didn't see that time in his life. You know, people can go through eye-opening experiences when they go through hardships, and I feel like that happened with him. And he even has a couple of lines of dialogue where she's still judging him for what he did back in the day. And he's like, I'm an adult now, I've changed, and why can't you see that? And because the older sister is the heir to the throne, he has to marry Princess Headlice. I felt like because this royal family, their whole existence was presenting a good, solid, we are so wonderful, I'm so nice persona to the world and hiding the dysfunction. The sister's horrible toxic behavior was so well hidden in this that I felt like it was completely believable that the prince would actually think she was a good person up until the end. I didn't have that like, oh come on, why can't you see it moment? Because we saw all the prince's interactions with the older sister. She was a great actress and she was putting on a great performance. And then when the main character finally tells the prince that my sister's a psychopath, don't marry her. The main character falls so in love with the prince, even though she won't admit it to herself. She is, but she does not want him to like be trapped in this marriage. She's like going back and forth between let him take my sister, marry, they'll go off, I'll finally be in my own home without the psychopath torturing me every day. So she wants the sister to go, but at the same token she's falling in love with this guy and does not want him to marry anyone besides her, and certainly doesn't want to see him married with a psychopath. Based upon the way this world works and how Lyson from birth was trained to hide the dysfunction, I thought it was very believable.
Yeah, I agree. I think the writing was outstanding. Like you said, I did not have any moments where I'm like, oh my God, come on. Like, you should know this. Like, it was so believable. It was that nice, like, slow burn redemption arc. I think it was beautifully done. Because when you get a character that you in the beginning are just like, this dude's a jerk. Like why? And to at the point, like you said, at the end where she's warning him, and then you're fighting for them, and I just think that's a true testament to the writer's ability as well.
Our next review will be Off Campus. Please subscribe so you don't miss it. We're gonna do the book first, and then I think we will review the series after we review the book. And then also our Outlander series finale analysis video is coming next. So please subscribe so you don't miss any of that. Everyone follow all of Lauren's socials, link in the description. Please buy our books. If you need a book, check out our novels, link in the description. All right, thanks everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Bye.